I'm so happy I looked at you guys. I'm retarded. Can you guys hear me now? Okay, let me know if you can hear me now. I'm gonna plug this in. I think what happened, because I've been using my microphones a lot. I've been using my microphones a lot. I think this one is dead. Okay, you can hear me. All right, so yeah, my receiver here went dead. I've been using my mics a lot to try and improve the sound. So this was still at full. Okay, wait, he says I still can't hear you. Kid Curry, let me know if we're good. Oh, we're good, okay. So yeah, this is the part that actually takes my sound coming from me. And then I can stick it into here. It's the Rode wireless, and then I can like interview mic people while I'm out and about. But the receiver plugs into the iPhone. And so, yeah, then if I have this, oh, you guys are saying I'm still muted? You still can't hear me? Okay, wait, let me see. No, okay. I might need to restart this live stream. Still muted for sure. Okay, oh, fuck. Oh no, but fuck around and find out says you guys can hear me. And I don't think I'm supposed to cuss. Oh, he's trolling me. Oh my God. You guys, okay, who are Kid Curry? You are on my list. Okay, they do, you guys, you do it to David Gochstein too, and this is the first time you guys have done it to me. So, okay, so I'm gonna rewind and tell the story. So, I was giving an update on the Amelia coin. My Amelia coin, the liquidity has all been sucked out of it. I never sold anything. I locked up what everyone told me to lock up, and literally all of that liquidity is just locked at this point. There's not a lot of buys and sells going on, but with the Amelia coin, it raised a lot of awareness for my daughter. I did get some donations on the Solana side, and that allowed me to be able to go into, I kind of did a little bit of degenning last night, you guys. So I was at a hockey game, and I was totally not into the hockey game, and I feel bad because like I usually kind of am into sports. Like I don't really watch TV unless it's like football or baseball or like sports or whatever, just because I think TV is just like garbage. So anyway, I was at the hockey game and I saw a couple of tickers come up in a Telegram trade channel. I am friends with Joe Vargas. He's at Hustler on Twitter. He has in his Telegram channel like several thousand active traders. And so he was dropping some tickers last night to kind of like prompt people to join. He started a trade bot. And so I've never actually used a trade bot before. So I didn't sign up to use the trade bot. I'm kind of kicking myself now because I'm thinking he might have given me access to the trade bot for free to be able to talk about. So anyway, I'm now here talking about his trade bot. He did not want to help contribute to the Amelia coin, but he did gift me some money through GoFundMe, like $100 worth. So anyway, so I was in his Telegram. I thought, let me look at some of his calls. So he had the first one come through, which was ticker build. And ticker build at first, I thought, well, that's a really cool ticker. But I traded about one SOL. I let it ride, it went up. I pulled my SOL out, actually sold everything and took 2 SOL out, and I was like, yes, I made a SOL. So that was cool. And then he dropped another ticker, which was like Mole GG something. I don't know. It was like the worst ticker I've ever seen in my life. But I threw like a half a SOL into that one. Ended up 2xing that, pulled my money out. And then anyway, I'm looking at build. So I had just like a small moon bag just so I could keep watching these. And I think my problem is I'm not keeping enough of my moon bags, I think, because I'm watching build, and build is continuing to have, you know, large buys coming into it. So I went ahead and threw another half a SOL back into it because at this point it's trading at just under a penny. And so again, I'm like thinking this is just some degen play. So I left the half a SOL in it, went to bed last night, woke up this morning, and it was like over a penny and a half. So then I go, well, let me do some more research on this coin, and looked into the coin, and it's an AI building tool. And so after looking at the website and stuff, I'm kind of, I'm kind of seeing why there's so much big money that's coming in on this one, because the AI meta is really big right now. And so I'm struggling because I want to invest more in AI tokens. In my group chat and in people I know, I'm not really seeing any good AI coins that I want to invest in. This build one popped up just by chance. So I'm gonna stay in it, but I don't know if there's other AI coins that I should be looking at and staying in. If you have any AI coin tickers, drop them below, and I want to take a look at them, because it looks like there's an AI token on Bitcoin, AI tokens on Solana. The AI coins are just kind of popping up everywhere. So I don't know much about this sector, neither do the people that I'm currently working with in my trading group. So if you have info, please let me know, because I super want to know more about the AI trading. And so anyway, my other plays, you guys, I'm mostly into meme coins this cycle. I do have some money that I'm keeping on the layer ones. And ultimately I'm going to trade into layer ones. But some meme coins that I'm really super bullish on Bitcoin is Dog. And if you guys have known me, I've been in Dog from the start. I actually opened my Bitcoin wallet back when we had Bitcoin summer 2 years ago. And so I'd put money in, and basically every NFT that I purchased on Bitcoin went pretty much to zero. But I did get the Dog airdrop. And so Dog was one that, because I had saw what happened with meme coins on every layer one, Dog was the first meme coin to launch on Bitcoin. And so if you've been following the meme coins on Bitcoins, there have been some others that have popped up, but they've not done as well, nor have they had as much exposure as Dog. So I doubled down on Dog, actually bought a second runestone. So when the airdrop happened, I received a double airdrop of Dog. And then I went in and started accumulating more. I also did go and sell one of my runestones, because I didn't really care so much about the other coins that were going to be dropped to me. Now, there is still value in the runestone. There is still a coin that is supposed to drop from the runestone. So the value for me in the runestone is either like, one, you have it and the floor price is being held up because it's the runestone, it's pretty, it's, you know, something that everybody kind of had, and there was a lot of exposure to the runestone, but the number of runestones that were airdropped, and they're not unique, is very, very high. And so there's only one coin that is left to be dropped on the runestone. So I sold a runestone and continued to hold a runestone because I wanted to sell the one and buy more Dog with it. So one of my biggest bags right now is on Dog. It's at an all-time high. It's, you know, looking very nice. The thing is, I don't know that runestone is, or that Dog, one is going to be picked up by a main central exchange. Tier 1 central exchanges, they have talked about Dog quite a bit, but I think because of the way that runes function and how you purchase it and things like that make it a little complex. And two, if you're familiar with it, you buy it in a chunk. And so when you're purchasing a chunk of that rune, you have to kind of break it up. And so if a tier 1 exchange is buying these chunks of Dog, they're holding on to it and they put it on their decks and it's now tradable. I just don't know how, if the issue is bridging their dex chart to match with what the rune holding, the Dog holding looks like. So I think that there's a little bit of holdup on getting the technology to communicate. That's my theory. But because the value of Dog has gone so high with no major listings, it has had some listings on like smaller exchanges. But it's mostly done what it's done with no major listings. So I'm hanging on to it with the hope that the technology has just not been built out yet. And that is coming, and that, of course, with Dog being the #1 meme on Bitcoin, there is no way that this one doesn't make it. The distribution is too good. The liquidity looks excellent. You have so much publicity on it. So many people are in on it. They have conviction on it. It has been a strong community. And we have seen other communities like SPX 6900 has had just huge exponential growth. And again, it's just a meme coin, and it doesn't have like the technology issues in terms of like being built in a clunky rune format on Bitcoin. But what it does have is it being the #1 meme on Bitcoin. So I'm essentially looking at Dog as it is Bitcoin, and that is my Bitcoin. That is like my retirement account at this point. But like last night, I'm sitting there just raking Solana at a hockey game. Like it feels like, illegal, right? Like I'm like, okay, I buy build, I sell it. I buy this, I sell it. And mole. I freaking made money on mole. Like that just doesn't even sound good. Like I don't even want to tweet about making money on mole because yeah. Mole GGs. If anyone knows about mole GGs on Solana and you are in that, let me know, because like that was like some serious degenning I did last night. So I had a lot of people coming at me on Twitter because of the Amelia coin. I knew it probably was not going to sit well with everybody, but this is an attention economy, and there is everybody is vying for attention at this point. And I don't do things that are fake. I don't do skits. I don't try and be funny, and so I just try and be authentic, and I try and be me. And so, I knew at some point there was going to be some sort of something or other that would catch some attention. So I did take quite a bit of heat from the Amelia coin, and I went into a space, and then I was in the Telegram, and I was like rallying the troops. There's like 400 people in my Telegram that most of them I didn't know, that heard the story, they felt a certain way. And yeah, I basically was given the keys to a Telegram with 400 people in it that, wanted to help me win. And so if you're here from my Telegram, please let me know. Drop it in the comments, because I love you guys. The Amelia coin, I'm sure it made some people rich. I did make some money off of it. You know what I was surprised about is on X, I am monetized. And so I thought, man, my engagement the last couple of days, what's up? Angelos, you are my Telegram people. I love you. Yeah, I totally thought that my X payout yesterday was going to be better than it was, just because I had so much more engagement than I usually get on Twitter. And it was only like $100 more than I normally receive. So I was a little bummed about that. So I need to kind of maybe ruffle some more feathers. So if you guys have any ideas on things I can do to be spicy on the timeline, maybe I go poke at Joe Vargas. He was seriously, you guys, I had somebody DM me because they were like, I see people are coming at you. Are you doing okay? And they're like watching the chart nuke, and they see everybody coming at me. And I'm just, look, I'm going to do what I do. Like, I love my daughter. I feel like this coin was a gift. I'm not going to continue to pump it super hard, but I said I'm going to talk about it every day because it's my daughter's cute little face on this live stream. So anyway, so going back to more like mainstream crypto, we've got Bitcoin is trading at 97.7. I still don't see us over 100K again on that until after Trump takes office. I think there's just too much craziness going on right now, and I don't know, manipulation going on. I saw too, they came out in the news, they're trying to indict him on charges on the 10th, which is like right before the inauguration, which is crazy that like the government is, while pardoning Hunter Biden, they're like turning out the other side of their mouth and trying to like drop the gavel on Trump right before. So it's just the abuse of power is just insane. It drives me freaking crazy. And this is why we crypto, because we will not win if we do not find a way to fight back against the people who take and take and take from us, and we have no control over it. And so, yeah, this is why we crypto. Turn on the magic money, internet money printers, and let us go. So yeah, I think once we hit 100K on Bitcoin, we're gonna feel a little more pull up on some of these other coins. Cardano went above $1. If you guys follow David Gokhshtein, every other Thursday he has Charles Hoskinson on his live stream talking about Cardano, all things Cardano. People like to shit on Cardano. Cardano is amazing. Cardano builds out a lot of really, really cool stuff, and it's not a community that is just going to disappear anytime soon. There has been so much built into the on-chain governance, into the fiscal, the way that they are paying out stuff on chain, the way that that money is managed on chain, who manages the money. I attended a conference down in San Diego, which was drafting the interim constitution for the Cardano blockchain. And I just did that because, like, for me, Charles Hoskinson is one of the smartest people in crypto. He worked on Ethereum. He created Cardano. He is still here building. He has Quantum Hosky he is working on. If you guys don't know about Quantum Hosky, this is, I think, in my opinion, it is going to be the bridge between like mainstream gaming and how we merge it with cryptocurrency. And I know all of us have talked about, if you have kids and you've spent money on Roblox and Minecraft and skins for this and Fortnite, and there's all of these different things and tools that you need to buy. They are looking with Quantum Hosky on how to build it into gaming, because they did Doom with Hydra, and I think that's what kind of spawned the idea of how do we tie the crypto integration. So with Quantum Hosky, you will be in a game playing this game, and say you see a Snek or a Hosky, which are two memes on Cardano. If you see a Snek or if you see a Hosky, you can go fight that character, and just like in any other game, when you win, when you kill that other character, all of these tokens get released. And so you can basically go and play this game, and through Quantum Hosky, you can play and earn these different coins that are already in existence and are doing really well. I kind of did not get into memes on Cardano until Nike the pig came out, and but I got some exposure through other communities such as Snek, such as Hosky, and became friends with the people that are behind those two different meme coins. And so I don't have a lot of friends that are developing meme coins on other blockchains, but I have personal friends that are developing meme coins on Cardano. And I know those people, I know how solid they are. They're docs, they're wonderful people. They work really hard for their communities. They don't care if people are fighting them, fighting Cardano, fighting their bags. Like, they still show up every day and create energy drinks and merchandise and show up to conferences. And there are meme coins that I know that I can feel confident in holding in my bag, that it's not vaporware. These are real people, and they understand how the Cardano ecosystem works. They understand that they can put up a Project Catalyst proposal and receive immediate funding. With other blockchains, you are building it on your own. You are hopefully getting VC money. Hopefully when you launch, you have people buying into your product. If you're building on Cardano, all of that is already built in there. As long as you know how to develop on Cardano, you can put in a Project Catalyst proposal. There are heaps of people who are there. They, through the on-chain governance, are coming up with like marketing, like Cattle Daddy Media got funded, and they're just another company that's like a media company within Cardano ecosystem that their job is to help push Cardano products. So I'm just super familiar with Cardano. So you will hear me talk about them a lot on this channel because I love Charles. The fact that I know him in person and have a direct line to him, I am forever grateful, because he is one of the greatest minds in crypto that is here, that turns up as a founder and talks with people and interacts with people. And if someone, like yesterday, there was someone who passed away in the Cardano ecosystem, and he had received Project Catalyst funding a couple months ago. His dad came into a space, and I was moved to tears. Like, you know, all I could think of was like, my mom knows who Charles Hoskinson is. She started watching his podcast a long time ago before I got started in crypto myself. And I just thought to myself, man, if something ever happens to me, I hope that Charles Hoskinson reaches out to my mom and has a conversation with her. It's so moving and touching that somebody who has a busy life, who's developing so much outside of crypto, still takes the time to just show his human side and his compassion towards people, even though these people online just give him such grief. And so I will stop talking so much about Charles Hoskinson and Cardano, but check him out every other Thursday on David Gokhstein's live stream. He's just phenomenal. I love to catch them. You will see me in the comments. I always joke that he's my boyfriend, and it's just all in joking, fun fashion. He jokes that he's married to the computers and the coding. So, but yeah, it's just funny because people love to give him a hard time. And tell me, please, can you tell me, please? Why is Vitalik like our saving grace when he looks like he does, but Charles Hoskinson gets so much shit for looking like how he does? It's like they're such just polar opposites. One does not show up at all. One shows up every day. So yeah, please enlighten me. Why do we like Vitalik so much, other than the fact that he ran ETH to 2000? But did he do it by himself? No, he didn't. And Charles has been doing Cardano all by himself and taking a lot of heat all by himself. So, what was I going to say? Fortune favors the bold. And so with attention economy, your haters, they're going to hate, they're going to give you a hard time. If you are receiving hate, chances are you're receiving a lot of attention and you're doing something right. People are talking about you. And yeah, so yeah. Yesterday, I don't know if I told you guys, Wendy O has become, I'm going to call her like a mentor to me at this point, because she truly is. Like, since the day that I've first reached out to her, she's been so warm, welcoming, amazing. You know, while everyone else was shitting on the Amelia coin and saying it's a scam, it's a rug, there's all these bundles, and these bundles are just going to, you know, help certain people, and my viewpoint was no one else was launching a coin for Amelia. If other people had built all of this stuff and put it in place and helped get the attention on it, do they deserve to profit a little bit? Yeah. Did I profit a little bit? Yeah. So when Wendy O gave me a shout out yesterday on her live stream, you guys, I felt like just so thankful, because like someone like her could say, I'm not going to use my platform in this fashion. I'm not going to talk about your shitcoin that's clearly going to zero. And it's not. Since I've been here talking to you guys, it's going up. It actually makes me super happy. So I know that I'm doing the right thing and not abandoning the project. I will always stay true to my word. And yeah, I think the true communities and true there was like a little hair that was like flying by my face. I think it was from the chair. I need a real computer chair, because this like flying hair thing is not going to work for me. But yeah, I'm not going to abandon the project. I'm not going to abandon my mission, and my mission is going to be to continue to build a crypto community, and the Amelia community, in my opinion, is part of my community, and I would never abandon my community. And so we're going to be here rallying together. I am going to pick up my daughter. She's down in San Diego, so I get to drive through LA and pick her up and bring her home. And I'm gonna have a little video with me and her, and we'll just talk a little bit about the Amelia coin. I think sometimes people feel like I'm using my daughter in a way that is, you know, negative, and it's just not the truth. Like, she feels so over the moon when she sees the attention she's getting online. She doesn't look at a chart and think number go up, number go down, or there's somebody scamming this coin. All she sees is, and you know, the last 5 minutes we're up 12%. We're up 25% in the last hour. I can't believe, you guys, I had 1,100 wallets. When we peaked out, I had 1,100 wallets owning the Amelia coin. And that was a shock to me that there were that many. This morning there's 200. And I kind of quit posting in the Telegram, and that was intentional. I wanted to like allow it to cool off, and I wanted the attention to die off, and I wanted the people that had negative intentions with this project to sell off. And so it was hard for me to know that my balance in my wallet, it peaked at, I think it was 26,000 on my Amelia coin, but I wasn't going to sell that, right? Because that's dumping on my community. But for it to, like this morning, it's $800. That's 26,000 is, you know, $800. And so it's hard to look at it and go like, wow, I could have sold it, and that was 20 grand. I could have helped my kids. And people told me, sell it and take care of your kids. But I think the overall mission is not the instant gratification of pulling out the 20 grand, and plus the repercussions of making my community feel sad because they believe, and I let them believe that I was, you know, in it for this cause, and then I take out 20 grand. Like, it's just not even worth it to me. So I'm going to make a video with her and let her talk a little bit, saying how she feels after the last couple of days of, you know, having some seizures. She fell out of bed and hit her head. I think I told you guys her seizures always happen at night while she's sleeping. So she's got a little bit of a knot on her head, and she's had rescue meds the last couple of days. So she's a little dopey from that, because the Valtoco is, it's a heavy narcotic, and it messes her up. But she's sometimes super funny too. So we'll take a little video. I'll post that up, and you guys can hear from her how she's doing, how she feels about all of this, because she's truly over the moon. And, you know, she's really into making art. And so if I can, you know, have her make some art for the community, maybe, and just, you know, find ways to get her involved. You know, I would love to do that because she's my baby. And, you know, I know that if we're all banding together for a good cause, she's going to feel the love from everybody. And so, yeah, this is something that's near and dear to my heart, you guys. So I'll take the flack if people want to get mad at me because I didn't abandon this project. You're going to be mad at me if I abandon it and don't ever post again. You're going to be mad at me if I cash out. And, you know, for me, I know that you guys that are here showing up, you believe in the cause. You love what's happening for this little girl. That's like a positive ray of light for her. I've said before, she's 15. She should be learning to drive soon. All of her friends are getting permits. She can't drive. You know, she had 2 seizures over the weekend. She's never going to get medical clearance to be able to drive. And so to be able to have this gift, to show her there's a possibility, that she can make money to maybe buy herself a Tesla with full self-drive mode, so she doesn't have to rely on somebody to drive her everywhere the rest of her life. You know, where we live, there is no public transport. And I know that'll change. Like, hopefully she's able to go to college. She was a straight A student before she got sick with encephalitis, but she has some learning deficiencies since the swelling of the brain and all of the seizures she's had. And so she fights constantly. And so people can come at me, they can be mad. She fights every day, I'll fight every day. There's no other way around it. Like, I will continue to be here and fight every day. And so, yeah, part of my live streaming with YouTube, I'm going to be posting it out on other platforms. I'm super close to being monetized on YouTube. I'm monetized on X. I make about $100 to $200 every 2 weeks. So my goal is to get monetized here on YouTube as well. So if you can like this channel, subscribe. Your comments help tremendously. Oh my God, you guys, your comments actually help tremendously. I noticed that the more comments there are, the more this video gets pushed out. I've been doing a lot of research on YouTube algorithm, and they're really working to push new creators. And so I'm going to try and capitalize on that. And part of that is posting here every single day to get myself monetized. And that was actually what Wendy O told me back in February of last year when I did her. She was my first big interview, and you guys, I was like beside myself. Like, oh my God, I can't believe she's going to interview with us. She's such a ray of light. She is so knowledgeable. She's so passionate. If I could model my channel after anyone, it would be her, because she just crushes the game. And so she gave me some pointers, and she said, it's really, really hard to make it on YouTube. And if you want to make it, you've got to show up and you've got to post every day. And the more research I'm doing on the algorithm, it says, yeah, you've got to be here and you've got to post every day. And I feel like I have a story to tell. If you feel like you have a story to tell, I think YouTube needs more people, storytellers. I feel like legacy TV and media is going away. It's not about Hollywood actors anymore and playing this sitcom part and basically living in a fantasy land. I feel like we are so fortunate to live in this time where we are a hyper-connected society. Someone in here said, I'm from the Philippines. Hello, I'm so happy you were here from the Philippines. I actually love the Philippines. Can I tell you? I love Filipinos, and I can actually say a couple of things in Filipino. So if you're still here, I hope you're here. So I can say salamat. Salamat is thank you. Thank you for being here. Mabuhay. And oh my God, my favorite. Okay. In the spirit of the season, Maligayang Pasko, I think I said that right. Maligayang Pasko, which is Merry Christmas, which the Filipinos love Christmas time, and they celebrate it like 6 months out of the year. So it's really funny that I learned how to say Merry Christmas in Filipino. But yeah, I think it was like Maligayang was such a big word for Mary. I think that's Mary. And so I was like obsessed with learning how to say Maligayang Pasko. Anyway, so I just think we're so fortunate to live in a society where we can have each other to learn from, not have a filter between us, not be living in a fantasy land. Like, it is just, we are living in a truly, truly phenomenal time, you guys, where we don't have to rely on governments to tell us the news. We don't have to rely on actors and actresses to give us our entertainment. We can actually go find someone on YouTube who's really funny or puts out really great content, or someone who's just super interactive. And so, yeah, since I've turned away from TV in the last couple of years, all I do is really consume stuff on YouTube, podcasts, learning things. Andrew Huberman is one of my absolute favorite. Oh my God, he's asking if I can speak Russian. David Gokhshtein can definitely speak Russian. He does pull it out sometimes. And I don't have an OnlyFans, but if you want to subscribe to me, I do have a subscribers only portion on my X account. For $3 a month, you can subscribe. It's behind the scenes stuff. At first, I was kind of talking about getting my studio put together. It's still not fully put together yet. But anyway, yeah, feel free to subscribe to me on X. There's definitely going to be more stuff posted under the subscribers only portion that I won't post to the timeline. Like, I do post quote unquote thirst traps sometimes to X. But the way the algorithm works is if somebody marks that as like nudity, or they mute you because, like, say it's a girl who's maybe jealous and they mute you, or, oh, I don't want to see this content, the algorithm on X will see that, like, this shouldn't, that everybody's like downvoting it, and then it gets hidden. And so then if I keep that content up, everything else I'll post after that gets hidden. So it's actually a detriment to me, although I'll get a lot of engagement. Like, if I post a sexy picture on X, that one picture will be like, will get good engagement, but then everything else for the next couple of days is super, super suppressed. So what I've learned is it's actually a detriment for me to post the thirst traps to X. And actually just posting content in general on X, I have 12,000 followers on my X profile, and it's super competitive in the crypto industry on X. And yeah, so I run into things on there where I'll post a new piece of content and I get like mass reported by other people who don't want to see me win. And I've tried and tested it several times. You know, but then I've noticed like people who aren't working for a media company and trying to be so forward facing, they get tons of engagement. So it's super, super competitive on X. So yeah, the subscribers only tab for $3 a month. I'll be posting more stuff to there. And yeah, there's definitely things that I'll be doing on there. I've got like a trip coming up in a couple of weeks. I've not talked about it anywhere. I booked it a month ago. It's partially a business trip. It's to, I don't want to say too much right now. Anyway, but I'll be posting stuff on my subscribers only. So if you guys want to subscribe to me on X, I would love that because that actually helps me tremendously. So I think that is pretty much all I have for today for you guys. I was on here actually a lot longer than I thought I would be. So I'll be back a little later. I will post something to the Telegram. And yes, I might come to Russia. Like I have no problem coming to Russia. Like I would go anywhere. I lived in Australia for 5 years and it was like the greatest experience of my life. And like, yeah, I just love traveling. And so, yeah. I love you guys. Thank you for coming on to the live stream. And yeah, feel free to give me like, subscribe, follow. I can't wait to see you guys some more.